Greetings, everyone. This is the Manga King here to talk about a cult classic among the anime community, anime manga community, and that is Satoshi Kon's Paranoia Agent. Now, I have watched this series recently. I watched it from beginning to end. For the longest time, I've watched the first 5 episodes, and I wouldn't really understand the full scope of the story until recently when I watched the remainder of the episodes all the way up to episode 13, and now I have kind of a full understanding and a full clarity on the story. But there are certain elements within the story that I'm still a little confused on, so I might have to rewatch the story. But here, I'm just going to lay down my thoughts about Paranoia Agent and what I think about it thus far. Paranoia Agent was produced by Studio Madhouse, and it was released May 2004. It was directed by, once again, I say, the infamous Satoshi Kon. If you're an anime fan, you know who Satoshi Kon is. He created classics such as Perfect Blue and Paprika and Millennium Actress. You know, the only thing that's weird is that Millennium Actress is the only title of his works as far as cinema that doesn't have a P at the front of it. Weird comedy right there. But the truth is, Paranoia Agent by far is pretty much my favorite work by him so far that I have seen. I haven't read Opus, which is a manga series that he worked on that I really want to get, but the thing about me is that I'm at that stage now where I don't want to read manga unless I own the actual volumes, so I can't necessarily produce an opinion about Opus until I actually buy the manga. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Paranoia Agent. Paranoia Agent is a story that follows the exploits of a dozen of different characters inside of Japan, and it kind of explores not the psychological issues that each and every character has, and it all kind of centers around this character who goes around hitting people upon the head with a bat named Little Slugger, and it kind of there's kind of like this mystery behind them, and our main characters are trying to solve that mystery. The one thing I like about this series is that there are a dozen of characters that get really good development and characterization, and the series does a really good job as exploring their livelihoods and the issues that these characters have. And it also the series is kind of like a social commentary on certain confines and certain aspects within Japanese culture that I find to be rather intriguing. Not a lot of series do this in the way that this series does it. I mean, Welcome to the NHK does it to an extent, but it doesn't do it the same exact way that Paranoia Agent does it. I really wanted to keep this. I want to keep this as spoiler free as possible. I don't really want to reveal that much about the series. All I can say is that it is definitely a worth watch. The animation is absolutely gorgeous, where the style kind of shifts in different episodes, but it all sort of works together and comes together to just kind of create this world. And Satoshi Kon is really good at doing that, entrenching individuals in the worlds that he creates, from Paprika to Millennium Actress to Perfect Blue, and now with Paranoia Agent. I would have to say that my favorite aspects within this story are the psychological thriller aspect within the story. A lot of the conflicts within the story happen in the characters' minds. And this is one thing that really drew me towards the series on FX called Legion, is the sort of inception that there is kind of the line between reality and the dream world, and the stuff that goes on in the character's mind and reality. It kind of fades within the series of Paranoia Agent, and I have grown to really like that about not just this series in particular, but a number of other series and another number of other works that Satoshi Kon has produced over the past year. Sadly, Satoshi Kon tragically died in 2010, which was gravely depressing because it would have been great to truly see the full extent of what he can do, because I feel like a lot of the greats within the world of art, they often pass away before they can really show off the full extent of their talents. I mean, we have Capital Steez, who in the hip-hop world, if Capital Steez were still alive today, he would probably be on the top list with Kendrick Lamar, Chance the Rapper, and all of them. And I think he probably could have surpassed all of them, given his talents and his knowledge. The same thing goes with Satoshi Kon. If Satoshi Kon were still alive today, he would be, I think that he could be able to even top Miyazaki, who right now is my favorite anime director of the modern age. But yeah, definitely check out the series. The voice acting in the English dub, I really enjoy the voice acting in the English dub. I mostly watch the series in the English dub. I haven't really checked out the sub yet. What else? I really like, once again, I love the characters within the story. All the characters seem to build upon the world that Satoshi Kon has created, and they all have their own unique characterization that adds to the world. And even like the minor characters add to the story overall. And I feel like it really does a lot to just explore. It's another way that he explores the world. As far as the plot is good. It's more of a character-driven narrative, so the actions of the characters drive the plot. So it's not really smart to judge the plot and the characters separately when it comes to Paranoia Agent, because they both work together so seamlessly to the point where you can't necessarily judge one separate than the other. Another thing that I particularly have found very intriguing about it is the social commentary. Like I stated before, it talks about a lot of things involving the fact that in Japan it has one of the highest suicide rates in the world, and it does have an episode or two that covers that. It also covers a lot of the issues with like objectification of women within Japanese society. It also talks about the gripes and craziness that comes with working within the anime industry, and how even when you're working in the anime industry, your stress levels are extremely high. And as far as those aspects within the story, they add so much, and there are just a ton of others that I really can't talk about without encroaching on some major spoiler territory. But yeah, this is a spoiler-free review of Paranoia Agent. For those who haven't seen the series, and for those who have seen the series, what are your thoughts on the series? Please give me your idea of the different aspects within the story. Please give me your thoughts. I really need to rewatch the series again. It's one of the series that has one of the highest rewatch values for me personally. But yeah, that is just my overall thoughts on Paranoia Agent by Satoshi Kon. Please write your thoughts in the comment section below about what video you want me to do next, what review of what anime. But yeah, this is actually my personal favorite anime of all time as of today. Please, give me your thoughts, and you guys have an incredible day.